This here is my first lettuce. Very early in my season up here, I've planted them out in the cool under a tree. I'm growing some other things. I've grown some radishes in this one. There's also radishes and there's also ginger in there. Now I'm using the radishes as a double crop. So while the ginger is only just starting to sprout, I'll get an entire crop of radishes, or a small amount of radishes. I'll probably get 20 or 30 radishes out of this area while the ginger's just coming through. Now obviously I've got to replant a little bit here and there, and I've got other places that I'm doing the same thing, but this is the progress basically. I'm starting to get ginger come up just there. I don't know if you can see it or not on my lettuce. There's 30 lettuce in that one spot, and then if you turn around, I've started filling my garden beds as well. In another video you would have seen I had eggplants in there'll be a video as well that'll come up in the next couple of days, hopefully, that I have ripped my eggplants out, and this is where they went. All of the stems and everything, leaves, everything, it all went in there. The whole plant went in there, and I just buried it because this garden bed and this garden bed here potentially aren't going to get used until mid-year sort of thing, probably even later. So all that'll have broken down, and I'll have filled them more anyway. If you continue along a bit more, this is 2 of the 3 garden beds. I've got one up here. I've got a video about prepping my garden beds and how I fill them and stuff, and I showed a little bit of a process between them all. I've since continued and filled. This one here is completely full. It was already full on the video. The next one was very similar, except I had that open section up there which was grass, and then the next one was the same, but I had an open section just here, and I've since filled them. Now what you can see, that white stuff you can see on top, or the yellowy stuff, is grain, it's wheat. Now I've planted wheat in these beds for a reason because as I fill them, all this will get buried. So what I'll do is I'll let the wheat get up to a certain height. I'll pull an amount of it out and throw it into my chooks because they love the green pick. And then what I'll do is I'll turn the rest of it all into the garden bed, and I'll fill it again and I'll top it up. And what that'll do is it'll put a green manure crop or a green crop in the ground underneath the next crop which I'm about to plant, which will be snow peas. And snow peas will leave nitrogen in the ground because they're a legume. So these 3 beds here will be pretty good at the end of that process, and also at the end of the next crop, which will be snow peas. They'll be even better because they'll have broken down. I'll top them up again. They'll have mulch on them. They'll have a lot more material to break down and eat. So yeah, I'll get a pretty good crop out of it, I reckon. As you can see in the top corner here, which will be one part of another video. I'm doing another thing as well. I'll show you that later on.